Hello everybody, it is Nicole with A-Frayed-Knot, just hopping on to do some painting with you, and tonight we are going to paint an IOD resin bunny. And I'm going to use this surface that comes from the Dollar Tree. So this should be pretty fun and easy. I'm going to play around with some paint colors a little bit rather than just do my standard chippy white kind of fence sort of look, which I really want to do. I'm going to play around with layering some colors and do a chippy look, but a little bit different. I'm going to throw a little bit of a spin on it and we're going to see what it turns out like. So when you jump on, just say hello and let me know you're here. I've got my little Dollar Tree pick. We're more than likely not going to use that. But today I was recording some videos. So I had a little bit of fun recording some videos to post for you guys to be able to see, because I have so many ideas, but I can't get them all out in lives. And besides, Facebook don't show everybody my lives anymore anyways, like they used to do. So I recorded some videos and I will be editing them together and posting them kind of like I have been. I don't know if you see them or not, but I made the cutest bunny. You remember the little tin cups that I showed you from the estate sale? Well, I made the cutest bunny. I got this really cute bunny from Hobby Lobby, and it's one of the bunnies that looks like they're sitting like this. And I stuck him inside of the tin cup and put some floral around him, and he looks like he's peeking through the bushes. It is so stinking cute, and the size of the bunny was perfect for the little tin cup. And I put together my cutting boards, like I was telling you guys, the cutting boards from the woodworking group. I put them together. I took my tiered tray down. I haven't done that for a long time. It's not gone for good, but I just switched some things up for Easter. And I put my cutting boards there. I made a riser. I did a video for the riser. Super simple and easy, but I had a little bit of fun with that today. And then another video that I recorded, you know the bunny we painted last night? It was last night, right? The Hobby Lobby bunny that I painted 24K. I think it was last night. Well, I ended up sticking that bunny in the bowl. Remember the wood bowl? I ended up sticking him in the wood bowl, and I put a video together showing what I did with him inside of that wood bowl. And I stuck him on a riser on my back porch. And I like it. I wasn't sure I was going to have a place to put him. That's why I didn't do it on the live last night. But as I was doing other things, my living room is a mess right now. I've got all of my Easter stuff just spread out all over. My Valentine's pillows are all over, and there's just not enough time to do all the things. So as I was trying to get stuff, you know, put here and there and everywhere, I thought about the bowl. So I went ahead. That's why I don't just I don't know, I did a little bit on the porch. I did a little bit in the kitchen. I did a little bit in the front yard rather than just do all of one of them and get done. I'm doing a little bit of all of it. So look for videos to come in the next, I would say, within the next week or so. I usually edit them in the morning and post them so that y'all can see them. So look for those videos because I think you're going to like them. And they're really super easy things that you can do to give you ideas for some of the things that you make and how to use them, you know, inside of your decor and, you know, like what to do with this bunny once you paint him. That's what we're going to do tonight. So we are going to paint up this fun little bunny, and I haven't decided what color I want to paint him yet. I was thinking of painting him like a brown. Haven't done a brown bunny with like put the white, like cotton color or vintage lace over, let's say, I don't know, I was even thinking like fudgesicle, but I could use Rusty Bell even. He would be very cute in Rusty Bell, and then like a vintage lace over him rather than how I normally do it with Crazy Crow, because he's got a lot of detail we can pull out with like the vintage lace. So maybe we'll go that route. And then I want to I'm going to stain this. Normally what I would do is stain this, wax it, and paint it in like cotton or vintage lace. But I'm going to take a combination of our colors from the March paint pack and see how we can come up with just a fun way to layer up these colors and make them a little bit chippy at the same time. So that's what we're going to do tonight, is we're going to play around just a little bit, have some fun. I'm going to get the iPad going so I can see, you guys. Let's see here. All righty. Hey Rose, how are you? Hello Kelly. Oh good, I'm glad I'm not the only one, Rose. Thank you. Hey Tina. Oh good, I'm glad you guys can't wait to see the videos. I can't wait for you to see them. They won't all come out the same day, but I will work on one and post it tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next day. So, oh good, Kathy. Yes, I'm glad I was able to use it too. I had everything just laying right here, so I just put it all together. It was fun. Oh, gray squirrel. Yes, Wendy. Thank you for reminding me of all the colors we've got. That's a great idea. So I'll put that one. I was also thinking we could maybe paint him with Tradition, because that is in our paint pack. Tradition is really close to Gray Squirrel. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. The only difference is this is metallic. So it is pretty close to Gray Squirrel. It's as close as you're going to get to Gray Squirrel. So maybe we'll paint him in Tradition. That might be a good thing. So for now, what I want to do is stain up this block. I'm going to stain it, and then we're going to just kind of wipe it back, wax it, and start layering some paint on it. Hey Pam, how are you? Hi Ellen and Trula, Linda. Hello, hello. I hope you guys are all doing good. How are you guys doing with the time change? Are you enjoying it? It's kind of a double-edged sword for me. I enjoy it. Last night I was sitting on the couch after our live, and I thought I wasn't wearing a hat. I thought there was a mark on my forehead, but there wasn't. And I looked outside, and then I realized it's almost 7 o'clock. It's still daylight out. And I thought I can now go for walks again after our live. So maybe, usually what I do is I go for a walk just a couple hours before we go live here. Sorry, these are double gloved, and so I have a hard time getting them turned back around. But if I can get 2 walks in a day, that would be even better. Even better. I like to just be outside and walk around rather than be in a gym. You know what I mean? On a treadmill or something like that. So if I can get in another walk, I'd be in business. So I just need to start programming myself like that. So the time changes got me, I like it because it stays lighter longer, but it is when this time change happens that I just feel tired because, well, did we lose an hour? Wait, yeah, we lost an hour. And so I can tell because when my alarm goes off at 5, my body's really thinking it's 4, and it's like, wait, what are we doing? We're still tired. We don't want to get up yet. So that's the only thing that I'm just trying to, adapt to it. But other than that, it's been fine. It's just trying to get used to losing an hour. And I feel like the days go by even faster now. I don't know why. It just feels like they go by even faster. It would sure be nice if they would. I know I've talked about this before. I don't think I talked about it last year, but I probably did. We passed for stopping the time change. I don't even know how many years ago now. 3 or 4 years ago, at least. And yet here we are, still changing the time. I'm like, what the heck? The people voted. They said what they wanted. Come on now. And we're still not doing it, but I always look too. I look this up every time the time changes. The only place that doesn't do it, well, two places, Arizona and Hawaii. There are, I thought I read there was one island in Hawaii. For the most part, it's all of Hawaii. They don't observe the time change. And then there's some other like U.S. territories that don't either. But as far as like the USA goes, Hawaii and Arizona, that is it. I looked it up because I thought there were more than that, and there isn't. It's just those two besides the U.S. territories. So anyway, I don't know what they're waiting for. Okay, so we got it all waxed. Now what we're gonna do is just kind of wipe it back a little bit, only because I just barely stained it, and I just kind of want to wipe a little bit of the stain off of it. I didn't see Indianapolis. I think they do. The only ones I seen when I Googled it, and that doesn't mean it's factual, but the only ones I seen were Arizona and Hawaii, because I thought there were more than that also. My good friend Jessica lives in Indianapolis, so I'll have to ask her. Okay, let's see. 76 in Massachusetts. Awesome, Diane. I don't know, what was it here today? Oh, it was 70 here today. It was nice. I went for a walk and it was nice. Yes, I agree, Rose. So fast. Yes, Erin, that's exactly what I said. And so I need to start programming myself for that. Oh, I like that, Bonnie. Yes, sitting out on the porch and having your supper. I love that. Okay. Hey, Teresa. So here is our surface for our bunny. We'll paint our bunny in just a little bit. Actually, you know what? We'll paint the bunny in a little bit. We'll just take our time and do this in steps. So I'm taking my wax and I'm just going to wax this. Okay. I want to get a good amount of wax. I'm even going to kind of get down in the crevices here, even though I've got it kind of flaking all over the place. Okay, I think I got a good amount. I'm gonna wipe this back just a little. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna take just some of our colors here from the March paint pack, and I'm just gonna start to layer them. We'll start with the Seafoam Green. Oh, well, that's not gonna work if I keep on doing it. I hope I didn't. I seen that paint fly somewhere. I just don't know where it flew to. Oh, there it is. Thank goodness for the apron. It did get on my apron. Okay. Whew, that was close. There we go. So this is the Seafoam Green. We're just going to get a good coverage of the whole thing with the Seafoam Green. I did wax, so we can chip away. Okay. And then I'm going to dry it. Didn't it look good all stained up? I did like it all stained. Hi, Becky. Hey, Justine, how are you, girl? Hello, Michelle. I was just talking to your mama a little bit ago. We went for our walk. Okay. Got her all dry. And now what we're going to do is I'm kind of contemplating like adding another coat. We really don't need to. Oh, well, I'm going to paint that a little bit better just so it's completely covered. And I'll just go ahead and kind of brush a little bit more on it. All right, now I'll dry it again. Aw, thank you, Wynn, for sweeping the sawdust. Hi, Patty. So tonight I am taking this surface and I'm gonna layer up some paint and make it chippy. I'm using the March Paint Pack colors to layer it up, just layer my colors up. Ooh, and we're gonna paint this bunny. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use the color Tradition on him and just kind of try something a little bit different with him. And we're gonna fix him onto this surface after we get him all painted up. So, all right, I'm going to use a chip brush. And our other two colors are going to be Pineapple and Peach Tea. The fourth color in this paint pack is Tradition, but we're gonna use, we're gonna go ahead and use that on the bunny. I just need this to poke a hole inside of my lid here. There we go. Oops, got way too much. Tried to get a little and then too much came out. That's all right though. Goodness. I know I'm not going to need that much because we're dry brushing it. You don't use that much when you're dry brushing. Okay. All right. Well, we're just going to start. And then we're going to take our pineapple color. I'm probably just going to use the same brush. Just really offload the paint onto this paper towel. And then we're going to use our pineapple. Now you could really do this with any color combination. And then I'm taking a little bit more of the breezy blue and just kind of dabbing it in between there. Okay, so you can kind of see what it's looking like. Let's dry it and sand it and then see what it looks like after we sand it. Not going to put that in the water just yet in case we're going to need it again. Okay, there's what our colors are looking like, all layered up. And, okay, there we go. If you missed it, this is the March paint pack that I'm using. And let's see, do I have sandpaper over here? Yes. We're going to start sanding. So I like to start with the edges and the sides first. You see I'm kind of getting down in all those crevices there. So you can kind of see what that's looking like. You can fold your sandpaper like this and then get, on this particular block, it's like a little groove in there. And if you get enough wax in there, you can kind of sand it off just like you see me doing right here. It looks good like that. I like it. So you can kind of see what that looks like. And the same with this little tiny one right here. It's just a little groove, but if you take your sandpaper and fit it in there, just bend a little corner of it and then get it fit right in there. Now we're going to come onto the surface and I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. I really waxed this a lot, so it's coming off very chunky. So I'm being very particular where I'm sanding. Gosh, I really like this. This looks really good. Let's see what he looks like on here. And the reason I'm kind of sizing him up is because he could cover up a lot of the really chippy part that I like. So if that's the case, then I do want to come over here and chip a little bit more. Okay, I like that. I think it looks really, really good. Layered up like that and just real chippy. All right, now we're going to paint up this guy. And we're going to use Tradition. We're going to see what he looks like in Tradition. And if you missed it, earlier we talked about River Rock. River Rock and Tradition are very close in color. The difference is the Tradition is metallic and this is not. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to paint him in Tradition and see what he looks like. And then probably go back over him in maybe the Vintage Lace. I am making the biggest mess with the peach tea paint tonight. Okay, here's part of the problem. I had a big old glob running down the side. Got some on the bunny, got it on my hands. I'm on a struggle bus is what I'm on. Okay, Tradition. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I am so glad you like it. Thanks, Ellen. Thank you, Patty. I'm really liking it also. I'm glad you guys like it. Hey, Karen, how are you? Hey, Vet. He is good. He's still sleeping. I've been checking on him, especially with it. We had a really hot spell for a while a couple of weeks ago, and he's still asleep, but he backed his way out of his house. And then it got really cold again, so he made his way back into his house. It's so weird how he can be. You guys, I told you, me and Peach Tea just aren't getting along tonight. I don't know what is going on. I gotta wipe that off before it dries. I don't know if you've seen the post about that heart, but I put a post about this heart and I asked a question. But me and Peach Tea are just having a problem tonight. So, anywho, he's back in his house and it's, I don't know, it's kind of warmed up a little tiny bit. It's not hot or anything here, but I checked on him earlier and he's out a teeny tiny bit, but he was completely out for a while, out of his house for a while. All right. Now what I'm doing is taking the color Tradition and just putting it all over our little bunny. This bunny is from IOD. Now I have the mold and I'm not sure if the mold has been restocked. I should have checked. My friend Julie told me they were restocking it in March and I didn't check, but you can, I put the links down there for the resin bunnies because if you don't want to buy the mold but you want to just get the bunnies, she sells just the resin castings just like I'm painting, so you can get those. You could either comment IOD and then go to her website and go to IOD and search for them, or you can go into the little chain link right there and go straight to them. All right, we're gonna dry this, see what it looks like, and potentially add a little bit more of the Tradition. Just depends what it dries like. Oh, Karen's on the struggle bus right with me. Sandy, I got this from Dollar Tree. That comes from the Dollar Tree. Okay, so I'm just getting it dry, just trying to be careful so it doesn't get too hot. True, it's kind of behind me and underneath in like the back corner of a workbench. Oh, yay, Diane. Okay, good. I'm excited because I think it'll be a fun wood pack. The wood packs typically come with 3 hearts, and this one would definitely, I would include the template for that. I think they would be fun gifts. And it's never too early to start if you make Christmas gifts, to start now. Or even just a just because gift, you know? Okay, I am gonna add a little bit more. He's fun in the color Tradition, yes. Very fun. My goodness, he is so cute. This little bunny, I don't know if you can quite see all his detail, but he is just adorable. Just makes me smile. Hey Martha, how are you? Good to see you. Gosh, I'm trying to decide. I was going to just do his, I guess we'll call it highlights, the second color. I was going to use vintage lace, but I think we still will. We'll give it a try with vintage lace and see what it looks like. If I don't like it, I could always go back over him with the tradition color and then add Crazy Crow. I just really want to make sure he's dry. One way to tell is to pat my towel on him. Yeah, he's not completely dry. Let me see, does this have a temperature control? I don't think it does. Doesn't seem to be a temperature control, so. Okay, that seems good. And then we're going to need some baby wipes. Not sure how many just yet. You know what I think I'll do? Kind of like we did last night, and I'm going to dust a little bit of the flamingo in his ears. I really liked the way that looked on our bunny from last night. Okay, so you can kind of see, I just put a little bit of the flamingo in his ears. I'll start with the bottom. so you can kind of see what he looks like. I ended up going with one that wasn't really wrung out. So the last few times that I've kind of taken some moisture out of them, I've needed the moisture back. So I went ahead and just got another full one. Okay. So you can kind of see what he looks like. It really brought all of his detail out really nicely. Let's see what he looks like on our board. I think he looks good. I think he pops on the board because of the lighter color. Oh, awesome, Angie. I can't wait to see what you do with it. Yes. Oh, you know what? Gray Squirrel, actually. Let me get River Rock because it's closer of a match to Gray Squirrel. Let me get River Rock and compare those two. It's a closer match to Gray Squirrel. This is Gray Squirrel and this is River Rock. This has more of like brown and green tones, undertones to it, whereas River Rock is more of a gray, and that's the same with Gray Squirrel. It's got more like green and brown undertones. Okay, I am really on the struggle bus. I seen someone had mentioned using Rub and Buff. I'm contemplating putting a little Rub and Buff on him, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to because I don't want him super gold. I've got this one, which is the Spanish Copper. I think I might just leave him. And then this one is, this is Gold Leaf. I think I'll leave him because I don't think I want him to be real gold. But what I want to do is I want to go get my stamps. Let me grab my stamps. Okay, give me 1 second. Now I'm going to take my stamps and I'm going to stamp Hoppy. Hoppy. Let's see. They are not in any kind of order, so I end up having to stare at them for a while. So here is Here's the Y. Here's the O. That's the big P. And let's see. Here's the H. And now I need the little P. Is this it? Nope, that's a question mark. I don't know if this is it, but this might work. This could be a B, could be a P. I'm not sure. Oh, goodness. Let's see. That is... Let's see. I think we're just going to go ahead and use it. All right, so to get him stuck down, I'm going to use my stick fast. Gluing myself together. Just going to hold it down for a second. Oh, Wynn, that sounds amazing. I love that. Oh, yes, Angie, I love this box of stamps. Okay. There he is so far, but we're not done yet. I'm actually also going to get out some of my velvet ribbon. Hold on. This one right here. This creamy color. I like that. What I really want to do is put a bow, but well, let me think. Okay, I think I can pull off the bow. Yes, that's what I was going to do. I'm glad you said that, Erin, because I was going to do that and then I decided to go look for this this ribbon. I really think it could be either one. Honestly, we're just going to use it as a P. I think it'll be fine. Because the other one looks like it could be a I don't know. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me see. Oh, you know what? It wouldn't have been a B, it would have been a D. It's either a P or a... This is the B. Yes. Okay. So this is the B. This is the P, or it's a little D. I don't even know. We're gonna use it. We're just gonna use it. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see, H-O. H-O, let's see. P. P and Y. I'm trying to get it centered. Well, so that it's not really, really off center. All right. Oh, goodness. The only thing is it's a little bit on the hard side to see just because of the, I'm wondering, okay, let's try something else. Because it blends in with the paint, let me look for some muslin. Sometimes I like to just take the muslin. All right, I was gonna shred it, but I think I'll just go ahead and cut this. I could have cut it a little bit better than that. There we go. And then I'm going to just kind of make it look frayed with my fingers by pulling out some of these threads here. There we go. Okay, let's see. I might very well have to do another one. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see what that looks like. That's cute. If I had like little Scrabble tiles, that would be cute too. Oh, I have little, I don't know if these are too big though, but I have these little letters. Remember the letters from Hobby Lobby? Ooh, those might be a little bit too big. And I'm pretty sure I don't have the word hoppy in here. I don't even know if I have any more O's. That's okay. We'll go with what we've got. And I might just leave it on this muslin because it pops a little bit more that way. So I think what I'll do is take some Mod Podge and I'll use, oh, you know what I wanted to tell you guys? I didn't get to do a post, but these brushes right here that I have from Essential Stencil, they finally restocked them. It's been a couple days. I'm sure they haven't sold out yet. I've been meaning to go order some more. That's how much I love them. And I think I have 2 packs of them. If you want to go snag some of those, you can comment stencil and I'll send you my link and coupon code. But I wanted to let you guys know, and I just keep forgetting to mention it here when I'm live, and I haven't done a post about it yet. But I was excited when I seen the email. Did anybody else see the email? All right, let's see. I want the phrase to not get stuck down because I like to see those. That's cute. All right, let me dry it. And there he is. There is. Oh, we're not done. Hold on. I forgot. I already forgot. Oh, and I didn't plug my glue gun in. Gosh darn it. Okay, that's all right. Let me think. Okay. If that doesn't heat up too quick, I should be able to just use the stick fast. Okay, I like that. All right, if I do it this long and then put the bow right up here, I could glue it right on there like that. Okay. So I'm trying to decide how far apart I want it or if I want it closer together, because I want us to be able to see the velvet part. And if I go further apart, okay, right there will be good. Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's gonna take a while to heat up. So we're gonna try this. Okay. Okay, yes. I know. I probably don't need any more either. Like I said, I have two sets of them. Oh, awesome, Kathy. I'm glad you got them. Oh, nice. Angie got hers as soon as she could. I love that. Thank you, Wen. Okay, the stick fast holds really good, so we don't need the glue gun. It would be cute even just like that, but I made this little bow out of the same ribbon, and I'm thinking we'll go ahead and just glue that up here right in the center rather than trying to attach it, tie a bow and all the things. It's just easier for me to make the bow and glue it on. Okay. Hi, Jana. Hey, Candy. How are you? Thank you, Wen. Okay. Almost done. Just letting this glue set up really quick, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. Super fun and different, especially being able to use all of the colors in the March paint pack for this project. That was fun. Oh, yay. Okay. And here it is. So I like that, the way that the bow came out up on the top rather than trying to tie it, you know, and make it look right and all the things. It's just easier to go ahead and do that. And you can put the ribbons to the back or you can put them here to the front, however you want them. And then there's Hoppy. I love it. I hope you guys like the way that it came out. I really, really like the way that it came out. So that is it for tonight. This was one of the IOD molds, and the surface was just from the Dollar Tree. And then of course the stamps, and I used the March paint pack. This color on him is Tradition. Now Gray Squirrel would have worked. We talked about that earlier. Tradition is just metallic. And so I love it though. I think that it came out very cute, very cute. So there is an idea for you. If you want to check out the IOD molds or resin castings, if you don't want to get the mold, you can just get these bunny castings or the crosses or anything that she has in her online shop. Just comment IOD and I will DM you the link and you can go check out all her goodies. She's got a ton of stuff, but the link is going to take you to her website, and then you just go to the IOD tab and you can look at the resin castings. This that I used tonight was a resin casting. I didn't make them. I have the molds and I will be making some because I only have one of each one. And so anyway, that is it for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night because it's Wednesday and I have something fun for Wood Pack Wednesday. If you got the bundle at the beginning of the month, then you have already got what we're going to be using. So come back tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific time and we're going to make something fun with our Wood Pack Wednesday. So until then, take care. Thank you so much for joining me tonight and enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.